Welcome everybody to Off the Ropes Q&A show brought to you by the Official Wrestling Museum. I am your host, Angel.
Famous Wrestling Fanatic HD.
We're glad to be able to be here. This is our first Q&A show, and we're going to kick it right off. These are questions from you, the fans, have been writing into. We have made a special show just because we got an overwhelming questions.
Oh, yeah, so many of them.
You can send them to ShowPro Events in the subject at hotmail.com. I'm sorry about that, folks. And the subject, just put Q&A, and we'll make sure we try to get to your questions each and every week. Let's kick it off with the first question.
Let's kick it off, huh? My first, we are Brittany here from Tucson, Arizona. She wants to know what we think about the whole marriage situation between Brooke, Bully, and Hogan.
I don't believe they ever said you're married. But I don't know, it's kind of interesting. They're kind of keeping it going. Brooke had a real life boyfriend. They kind of try to get those pictures off the internet. Bully's going with it, she's going with it. It's kind of working right now, but
there's been so many marriages and
there's too many marriage meetings. You gotta out the window it goes. Darius from Boise, Idaho. Do you think CM Punk is being held back when he has truly made history?
In my opinion, I think what they're doing with CM Punk right now is just perfect. There's nothing wrong with what they're doing, and he's always going to be pushed, and he's always going to stay as the main event. There's nothing wrong with it.
I think Punk is actually having a lot of influence on what he's doing with the business right now. It would say that in his DVD, he's actually made history, keeping over 400 days. I think they had a couple of different ideas for him to go into WrestleMania with Undertaker, not Undertaker. I think they should have had just a set plan for him. Now I know if Taker was coming back or not.
Right.
But Punk's great. Punk is definitely the face of the industry right now, and
kudos to him. Another question from Amber from Orange, Connecticut. Do you think the internet world really hurts wrestling or has made it better?
Yep.
That's a hard one, huh?
The wrestling world, I think it's good because it gives you the facts, the details, it lets you learn. I can't, get too bad on it because maybe the Official Wrestling Museum might stop friendships and not give friendships in the green room anymore because they have an online museum. But the difference between, say, the Official Wrestling Museum and, say, WWE's website and TNA's website, these other sites give you spoilers. These other websites are talking about what's happening, what's not happening. Look at with Jack Swagger. Oh, Jack Swagger, that match is an opener. Jack Swagger, that's going to be a bum match at WrestleMania. The guy gets DUI charge. Jack Swagger was going to be the next champion. Jack Swagger was going to keep it the SummerSlam. Within 20 seconds, they changed from him being a loser, not having the title, to being a winner. All those sites, 90% of them are all BS. They have no inside sources like they claim.
It's their own thing.
Being a part of the wrestling business, I definitely see that there's a lot of fans knowing more about it, so it gives the illusion away a lot, kind of hurts it a little bit, and it really makes the wrestlers step up. I know when I get in the ring, you really got to step up because, like when you hold a title belt like this, or any title belt per se, you got to be a champion, you got to make it known. And we do have the title belt here. This is a feature item on the Official Wrestling Museum talk show, Off the Ropes, that airs every Wednesday night on our website. This is our feature side item. Each week we're going to have the feature side item. And we carry it over to the Q&A because it looks so damn good.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Okay, Melissa from St. Petersburg, Florida. Wow, there's a saint down there. Do you feel like these superstars are getting sloppy with their work working all the time? And I'm getting sloppy just reading this question.
If they are, some of them are, but the thing is they're overworked. Too many guys are overworked. CM Punk, John Cena, they're doing this, they're doing autograph signings, they're doing that. They need time off themselves too.
I think, the independent workers are definitely sloppy because it's not properly trained along. But on the main stage level, I think they're overworked. They used to be on a 300-day schedule. They got cut down to 270-day work schedule throughout the year. Now they're back up to about 330, 340. That gives them a lot of time on the road. It gives them time to be worn out, tired, drained from not being with their families, everything. And I think it's showing in the ring, and I think they're doing too much with their camera angles where they're not informing the workers on how they're doing it and cueing them, because there is a lot of sloppiness going down, and it's bad. If you can pick it up as a fan and you see the sloppiness, and it's just, I don't know.
And one more thing, just to throw out that real quick. A lot of them, they're getting tired because you ever notice how somebody gets injured and it's like somebody else has to help and take over just to help in their input into the show? I mean, what are you going to do? What happens though?
Sure.
Another question here from Billings, Montana, Nevaeh. This is for you, actually. Yeah, for you. Angel, who would be your dream match?
Huh. I think that's spelled heaven backwards. Now, I'm not a guardian angel, but I could be a worse nightmare. But my dream match of all time would be Bret Hart. I will absolutely, I know, I will absolutely love to get in that ring and work that gentleman. I know right now he's unable to now, but it would just, I would love just to get in there and to be able to, even if I had to tap to a sharpshooter, it would be worth it. But Bret, I would definitely give you running money. No, in all honesty, you know, what was that, you know, the medical condition, you had the stroke, they keep beating you out of the ring. They've done a little bit, you know, here and there with Vince and a little tag matches. I would have loved to be in that tag match to work Bret. Even just to get punched in, you know, to work a spot. That guy has so much respect and credibility. Hands down, Bret Hart.
Bret Hart wins. Sorry.
What did you say?
Bret Hart wins.
Okay. Sure. Okay, from Buffalo, New York, from Bill. Bill Buffalo. Buffalo Bill! Oh, okay, I'm gonna get kicked in the face one day. Okay, do you think Jack Swagger deserves to be punished after the arrest?
Yes, without a doubt. Any WWE, any wrestler in general, I don't care who you are or where you're from, okay? If you do what you did, Jack Swagger did, you need to, even on the road to WrestleMania, he needs to get punished, even if he wins the title at Mania. I hope he loses it right away, honestly, to Ziggler, but yeah, he'll always be punished, always.
I do agree that, you know, with the push and Sue going with it, because it is WrestleMania, we did talk about this a little bit on our talk show on Wednesday. But at the same time, he does need to get punished. He does need to get reprimanded because you're wrong and you're in the spotlight. WWE is a major, major company that's very well known. You're not just some Joe Small street corner that nobody cares about.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Another question here from Jessup from Wheeling, West Virginia. Well, that's an odd Wheeling, huh?
Yeah.
Who played better, rich man, I'm sorry, Ted or Hunter? That's kind of, it's hard. I mean, as much of a Hunter fan as I am, I'm still going to have to go with Ted because look, the $1 million man, come on now. I mean, you can't get any better than that.
I'm very surprised that you said Ted because you're a big Hunter fan. You didn't breathe your nose like him. But Hunter played a great gimmick, okay? But the thing was, $1 Million Man came out with, he had the suit on all the time, okay? He even had a shirt that didn't have a back to it. He had a butler, and he gave you a $100 bill for getting your ass kicked. Okay? He definitely played a better $1 Million rich man gimmick. Hunter did a great job, but I think if they had him do tea time and, you know, time out and all this stuff, I definitely think it would have helped more to sell the rich type of gimmick. But Ted DiBiase, you definitely win.
Yeah.
This is I seen this question, you know, when we were in the back in the meeting, you know, before this show, and there was tons and tons of questions. I said, oh man, I hope they pick this question. I hope they pick this question. This is from Manchester, New Hampshire. It's from Ashley, okay? And this is directed to you, specifically Wrestling Fanatic HD and big huge letters. What the hell is wrong with you? Why don't you like Jeff Hardy? The question is, do you really hate Jeff Hardy?
Honestly, do I really hate Jeff Hardy? No. He's not my favorite wrestler. The guy has a lot of talent. I've met the guy numerous times. He's a fantastic guy to talk to. I just think, I mean, yeah, he got caught with the drugs and everything else that he was on, and he got this push, and then they automatically gave him the title. In my opinion, I don't think he should have got it. I know it's out of respect. I congratulate him, all the kudos in the world, but yeah. It's just, I don't hate Jeff Hardy. I just don't think he should have.
So you regret crying in the corner that day when we heard Jeff Hardy was getting the push and getting the title and doing the hokey pokey turning around as you being the face? Oh, okay.
Okay, I see how it is. Another question here from Alan from East Greenwich, Rhode Island.
Hey, a local boy. Make sure you come out to the museum when we open up.
His question is, Brock Lesnar harmful to WWE, or do you think he brings more excitement?
You know what, I don't even think we need to talk about Brock. All you have to do is just watch our talk show the other day from Wednesday. No, actually, I think it is kind of harmful. It makes money, but it doesn't add to the program.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, Brock Lesnar, to me, I mean, I'm not a fan of his, but what are you going to do? He's going to keep bringing this in. That's all that matters to WWE too, so what are you really going to do?
I know we're kind of running out of time for this show. We're going to try to get a few more questions in from Chicago, Illinois. Hey, Rain, that's a beautiful name. Do you believe the Olympics should be still part of wrestling? And do you believe I think you're trying to ask, do you believe wrestling should still be a part of the Olympics? I think I wrote it down wrong on the piece of paper, folks. Absolutely. Yep, okay. Wrestling is wrestling, folks, okay? But more importantly, this was one of the original games of the Olympics.
Yep.
It should be grandfathered in, okay? But there's so much dedication on the amateur level, not just by learning and wrestling in a circle. These guys have to train to keep a certain weight. If they don't keep the certain weight, they're out of that competition.
Right, wrestling is
This is a big slap in the face to wrestling and to competitors, where you have other sports that you don't really do anything with. And nothing against them, and I'm not going to say ribbon dancing in the Olympics shouldn't be, or, there's nothing talented about that. But that's throwing around a ribbon compared to wrestling and keeping on a steady diet and stuff.
I definitely agree with you. I have another question.
Get them back in the Olympics.
Definitely. From Todd from Columbus, Ohio, would your museum ever have independent federations of workers?
I have actually sat down with the board of directors multiple times. A lot of fans have wanted to know this answer. They do have plans to bring in independents and independent feds to give them credit, to teach about the history.
You must have, you have to.
At this point, they're gunning for when the museum actually opens, okay, more so than right now, just because they're trying to do everything they need to do to get this up and going and to get it where it needs to go, and it's on a great path and it's making a lot of progress. I do know once they decide to make that step, they're going to work on feds like AWA, Stampede Wrestling, NWA, New Japan, and then they're going to start going into the independents. But I know there's going to be a lot of credentials where the company has to have a lot of clout, has to be a legit company, same for the workers. So when it gets to the independent level, it is important. A lot of people do need to understand, though, independent wrestling doesn't make wrestling now. A lot of people think independent wrestling was something from back in the day that was important. It was actually territory leagues, which was big.
Yeah,
and it wasn't independents, they technically were, but they were territory leagues that became a big company. Okay, so it's a lot big difference there, and the museum's going to actually touch on that. And I know that they're waving the little flag, so we're going to move off this topic. We will bring this up in coming weeks and stuff, because a lot of people have been writing in about this. Last but not least, from Lowell, Massachusetts, from Alfredo. Hey, Alfredo. Do you think Dolph Ziggler is going to cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase anytime soon?
If anything, I think he definitely should. He should cash that thing right in at WrestleMania and be the first guy to do it. I think it would be fantastic. Dolph Ziggler is the man.
I think Dolph, there's actually a lot of opportunities that he could have had that WWE didn't allow him to have.
Yep.
I can definitely see at WrestleMania, definitely a way to punish, say, Swagger, let Swagger go over on Alberto. Ziggler come out, beat him with less than 18 seconds, go to the title. Dolph Ziggler, when he catches it in, he is going to steal the show. He is going to be the champion. They should keep him on it for a long time.
That
kid's
crowd
come so far.
That crowd will erupt.
Yep, this kid has come so far. But everybody, make sure you keep sending in your emails to us, the showproevents@hotmail.com. We have a contest going on. Check out the contest page. Decide who the wrestler, diva, manager, timekeeper, whoever it is in the on the contest page of what the picture is. We tweak it a little bit. For more information, go to the contest page. We are going to give you a special hint right now. We did do another picture. This is the updated picture right here. This is the hint for Saturday. You can check it out. If you follow us on Twitter or if you follow us on, friend us on Facebook, we're going to give you all the posts and everything. Make sure you send us the questions for each and every week for your Q&A. We want to thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We're going to do a Q&A on every Saturday. Our Off the Ropes talk show is on every Wednesday.
Don't miss it. Do not miss it.
On the official WrestleMuseum.com. Thank you guys very much.
Take care.